that 61 million would grow to over $976 million. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just short of $1 billion. All right, guys, in this video, we're going to be talking about Elon Musk, why he used debt instead of paying cash for a house that he could easily pay cash for. And we're also going to look at the math and speculate a little bit. And just to be very frank, I don't have the exact numbers, so don't sue me.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
But I think we can use history, use some numbers that we know in the news, and speculate why Elon Musk went this route and why it was very, very profitable, we'll just say, to go this route versus paying cash. My name is Caleb Guilliams. I make videos on money and business to help you live more intentionally. And this video just came to my mind as I was going through the news, and I saw someone write an article on this, and it just got me thinking, because in the article they talked about why even Warren Buffett, one of the world's wealthiest men in the world, use a mortgage instead of paying cash. And I also mentioned one of our favorite gurus out there, Dave Ramsey. One of the things that I thought of, does anyone in the world think that Elon Musk is in debt? Like, would Dave Ramsey say Elon Musk needs to pay off debt because he's a slave to the creditors? Okay. Or is it easier to say Elon Musk is using debt? We could maybe disagree with that, but he's using debt because he might know something that we don't, or he might be betting on something that we don't. So I think it's the first thing that really hit me is the difference between being in debt, which I believe your net worth is in negative because you have more debt than your assets, versus using debt, where some people can use debt to be more efficient, grow wealth, be more insecure, have more liquidity, have more control, all those reasons. It doesn't make something good or bad. Everyone's situation is different. And I also want to be very, very clear, this is not investment advice. And I will say that multiple times because I don't want to get in trouble or people to take a word phrase out of this video and say, you know what, I'm going to go make a ton of debt and buy a bunch of call options on Tesla because they're going to the moon. That's not what I'm saying. This article, which I'll link down below, pretty much said that Elon Musk took out $61 million in 2018 to buy multiple properties. Instead of paying cash, he chose a mortgage. And in this article, they speculate they speculate a 5% debt interest rate that would be used, which, if we're being frank, I think could probably have gotten a better interest rate. But we're just going to use 5% because I think the numbers will iron themselves out. What I did as a math nerd is I just said, okay, in 2018, in January, what was the stock price of Tesla? And what is it now in January of 2022? And so the difference is, in 2018, in January, the stock price was a little over $64, and now it's over $1,077. So again, massive growth. That is on average over the 4 years, 102% growth. If you take that $61 million that Elon Musk paid that loan, or took out that loan, and if you just put that into Tesla over those 4 years, that 61 million would grow to over $976 million. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just short of $1 billion. Need that to sink in. We're talking 4 years. 4 years. 61 million at this crazy growth rate to almost $1 billion. So what you could say, and this is, again, fake money, but let's just say this is $61 billion. So Elon Musk could have paid cash for those houses, and you could, in this assumption, say that $61 million property or properties, which is a lot of money, would cost him, opportunity cost-wise, almost $1 billion if that money wasn't invested. Now, what I also want to address is, and I want to be very fair, is many people out there and a lot of financial gurus will say, whoa, Caleb, but he's got to pay interest. And people like, interest is horrible and you're a slave to the creditor. And so let's do the math. $61 million loan. I mean, you're going to pay some interest there. I'm being like very generous, I think, with the numbers. And I'm saying over the next 4 years, we're assuming that one of the world's most influential, wealthy men can get a 5% interest only loan. Okay. So doesn't get any deals. And we're also not assuming that Elon Musk is accelerating his debt payoff, because I just want to be as fair as possible with the amount of interest he would pay over those 4 years. And Elon Musk would have forked over $12,200,000 of interest. $12,200,000 $200,000 of interest. That might sound terrible. It's like, why would Elon Musk pay over $12 million to live at the homes instead of paying cash? Like, he's got the money. So again, what I did was I took out a future value calculator and I put in $12,200,000 into the present value. And then I also just put in the 976 million and put that into the future value over 4 years. You get a cash on cash for growth rate over those 4 years of 199% year after year. Again, for those math gurus out there, they're like, I'm sure this could be done a little bit cleaner, but I just wanted to point out that yes, that $12 million is a lot of interest, but it's all in context. By him paying over $12 million of interest, he was able to earn, 976 million. I'm not saying that, again, you should sell everything and put it into Tesla. I'm not even saying that Tesla is a great investment. I'm just saying that, well, if Elon Musk, who's the world's richest or one of the world's richest people, if he's taking out a mortgage, what does that mean about me? Anytime we make a decision or we make a purchase, it really comes down into two things. Number one, should you buy that house? Should you buy that car? Should you buy that plane? Should you go on that vacation? And the reason why people like Dave Ramsey and many people advise against debt is a lot of people are being enabled to make a bad purchase because of debt. And I'll be the first to say that. But assuming that's off the table and saying, I am going to purchase this house because it's a good decision, or I'm going to purchase this car because I can pay cash, the next question is, what is the most efficient way to purchase that? So we really have to separate that equation into two decisions, not just one. And the most efficient way may be to use debt, even if you're buying a liability, because of the opportunity cost of what you could do. It takes a lot of discipline to have this separation in your mind, but if you can do that, you're just gonna find yourself looking at opportunities all over the place. And I truly believe that Elon Musk has an internal opportunity cost calculator going on to his head. That's probably why he has a jet, because he understands the opportunity cost of his time. And that's why he takes out a $61 million mortgage, probably because in his mind, even over 4 years, just imagine over the next 30, but over those 4 years, he knows the mass difference he can have just by having control. Every dollar matters. Let's be efficient and have that mindset when we're making financial decisions in our life. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear your thoughts, your biggest takeaways. If you have questions, I love doing videos like this, and I just wanted to share that with our community.